Fellas, you know Degree Cool Rush deodorant, right? Well, last year they changed the formula, and guys were mad about it. One dude even started a petition. So guess what? Degree heard us, admitted they messed up, and brought the original Cool Rush scent back exactly how it was. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So grab some and remember why its cool, crisp, and fresh scent made it the #1 men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory for all of us.
Don't you love it when things are both easier and more affordable? Like when the rain washes your car for you. Or like when you save up to 10% by bundling your renters and auto insurance with USAA. Bundle with USAA and start saving. Get a quote today.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all, take Xyzal. At night.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay. With experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
Matthew Stafford's adjusted contract details are finally revealed to the public. We'll break all those numbers down right here, right now, on this off-season update episode here on the Rams Up Podcast Network. What's going on, Rams Nation? Welcome back to the Rams Up Podcast Network. I'm Ian, riding solo for this quick little update reaction video. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video if you're on YouTube with all your fellow Rams and football fans. It helps out the algorithm for other Rams fans to potentially see this video. And if you're on the podcast only side of things, share this podcast with all your fellow Rams and football fans out there. Either or, I very much appreciate it. We on this channel very much appreciated. But, oh baby, Matthew Stafford. The new details on his contract are finally been revealed to us. It has been months since the great news that he would be back as a Ram. And we've all been thinking, man, what the heck did this guy get? And we knew it wouldn't be some insane number, but it had been a while since we had just gotten any update on what those numbers could be. And we finally get an update. It is now a 2-year, $80 million deal with $40 million guaranteed. And that's a great team-friendly deal, in my opinion, for the Rams, but still honoring Stafford as someone like, hey, we're still not going to lowball you. We still want to pay you, but there had to be a balance, and luckily both sides agreed to that, balance. And for anyone wondering, hey, where'd you get $40 million, guaranteed from, as there were other numbers floating around this morning? Well, let's pull up a tweet from Jason Over the Cap on X Twitter, who runs the great website for contracts and all those nitty-gritty details on Over the Cap. You can check out Stafford's contract and other players' contracts and cap space and all that fun stuff there. So he said, one update on the Stafford contract with the Rams. The guaranteed amount is $40 million, not $56 million. We had that incorrect, as he had some tweets and posts earlier in the morning saying that, hey, 56 was guaranteed, yada, yada. But after doing his math and his cap space economics, 40 million is the correct number. And that makes a lot of sense to me. So there you go, have it from one of the most reliable guys in terms of contract numbers and getting that info correct. Jason OTC, he says it here, 40 million, not 56. So let's pull up that contract and see exactly how this is all built together. So I'll go a little bit bigger screen here if you're on YouTube. The current contract, and again, you can go on overthecap.com, find Stafford's player profile, and pull this up if you want to follow along with me if you're only on the podcast-only side of things. But let's do it. From 2025, this upcoming season, his base salary is $16 million. His signing bonus is $16.16 million. His another option bonus is $4.8 million. His roster bonus, right, for being on the team, making the team, is $4 million. His guaranteed salary is $20 million. So, what's the next important thing on this? His cap number is $40.9 million. And that is significantly lower than what I originally had thought it would be, based on, again, the previous seasons of them pushing his contract cap numbers through the Super Bowl season, through his new deal that he had signed, way back in 2022. It feels like forever ago. And with this, Rams Nation, this is fantastic because we are no longer going to have to deal with a overinflated cap number for a quarterback that could really hamper a team. So if you look in 2026 and at 2027, you can see that the cap numbers are $41.7 million and $33.6 million. But as you can see here, he is not signed in 2027. You see void next to the base salary, roster bonus, and guaranteed salary all the way up until 2030. Now, what does that mean? The Rams are very in the forefront of getting contracts to have multiple void years. And what does that mean? That means phony years that a player will never play on are there to push forward cap dollars, so it's not all clumped together in one season where it's 55, 60 million for a potential quarterback like it could possibly have been for Matthew Stafford. So again, phony years attached to a player's contract to be able to spread out their cap hit number, the team spending number for that player, over a longer period of time. So again, if you did not know this, the physical money a player is getting from the team going into their bank to spend for their lives is not always going to be the same as the cap number. So a quick little example would be, you're a player assigned to the Los Angeles Rams, and I'm the GM. I'm paying you $40 million this season. Okay? And next season, you're going to get another $40 million. So $80 million together, 40 and 40 for the next 2 years. Let's just say we don't want your cap hit to be $40 million because, again, those things are equal up until you change them, right? The physical money you're getting and then what the cap hit's going to be. So we say, we want your cap hit to be lower so we can sign other players. So we say, okay, we're going to turn 10 million of that 40 you're getting from us into a little bonus, but then that will luckily push that 10 million into future years as a cap number. So you're getting 40 million, but now your cap hit is 30 million instead of 40. But what does that do? That makes the future season, next year when you're going to get another 40 from us, your cap hit will be 50. And teams do this all the time. It's all to create cap space to be able to get other players to sign and have that, have that flexibility. The New Orleans Saints have been doing this for, Jesus, feels like 10 years now, right? We've been doing it to multiple levels of degree, small and large. And that is why you see this here on Stafford's contract.
Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
That's your money saying it's time for a McDonald's run. Because with new McValue at McDonald's, you get more than you expect. Like buy a 6-piece McNuggets and add a McChicken for just $1. Your money says let's go. Get more than you expect with new McValue. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
This episode is brought to you by Walmart. New beauty is in bloom at Walmart, and it's all about springtime radiance. From Drybar, Tula Skincare, and hundreds more available online, Walmart has the premium brands you want and this season's on-trend products for flawless, glossy hair and hydrated skin. Big name beauty brands? Check. The things you love? Check. Find trending spring beauty and all you need to look and feel gorgeous at Walmart, on app and online.
There are people out there all across the country pushing boundaries to grow the game of golf. Like champion speed golfer Lauren Cupp, who plays faster than anyone else. And Will Lowry, whose work in the golf community inspires more kids to get into the game. As a champion partner of the Masters, Bank of America supports everyone determined to find out what's possible. In golf and in life. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC, copyright 2025, Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Why in 2027, even though he will not be physically signed to the team, his cap hit number will be 33.6 instead of that 33 million being lumped into 2025 and 2026. And as you can see there, the bonuses are also in those void years as well. So that's a long story short on that, Rams Nation. That the Rams smartly put void years, so hey, maybe we can get a Jalen Ramsey this season. Maybe we can make a trade for another impact player at the trade deadline. Let's just say there's a great player unhappy with the situation, or a great player on a team who's tanking and they're trying to offload him to get some value back in draft picks. You know, we have that flexibility money-wise to be able to pull these things off. So this is a great idea by Tony Pastor as our money man, our cap man. And he also handles a lot of other GM responsibilities too, as he's making phone calls and trying to get deals done on draft day too. So shout out to him for all his roles outside of handling contracts and the economics of our cap space. And he did it again here, which I really, really like. And of course, in 2026, after this 2025 season, whether we're hosting a Lombardi Trophy and having a Super Bowl parade, or the season ends before then, we'll have to come back to the table and renegotiate in 2026 if Stafford wants to play, if the Rams want to have him, and all those stars align. As again, no guaranteed salary in 2026. No different than how it was going into this offseason where 2025, nothing was guaranteed. But again, the most important thing is that his cap number is only $40.9 million. That is fantastic for a top 5 quarterback, in my opinion, and gives the team tons of flexibility to be able to sign other guys. So where does that $40 million rank in terms of what he's getting average per year that he's going to get paid out to him? Let's pull up another chart real quick. As you can see on this, Stafford is ranked 15th in the NFL in terms of average per year of his contract and what money he's bringing in, with his $40 million per year. Who is number one? Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys was $60 million per year. It's outrageous, and it's crazy. Let's go through this chart really quickly. I mean, Matthew Stafford is objectively better than Kirk Cousins, who's ahead of him. Objectively better than Deshaun Watson, who tore his Achilles twice now. Objectively better than NFC West foe Kyler Murray. Objectively a better passer than Jalen Hurts of the Eagles. Objectively more clutch than Justin Herbert. Objectively better than Jared Goff. Objectively better than Tua from the Dolphins. Objectively better than Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars. Objectively better than Jordan Love of the Packers. And clearly objectively better than Dak Prescott. So for Stafford to just be an overall better football player at 37 years old and is 15th in terms of pay scale for a quarterback right now, fantastic value. And hey, Sean McVay did say, Stafford had to make some quote-unquote sacrifices to come back, as the Giants were offering a lot more money, probably closer to $50 million a year. Raiders were doing the same, offering most likely closer or even above $50 million per year. But Stafford said, nope, I'm going to have a chance to win the championship, another one, have that parade, get another ring, and I'll do it at a much, much less number, $40 million per year. Absolutely fantastic, Rams Nation. And, man, where does that leave us in our cap space right now after all this? Well, currently, $26.6 million in cap space is what we currently have. And the rookies are not accounted for that we just drafted. And again, that won't be a very large number. So let's knock off, let's just say another 10, just rounding it up, 10 or so. So then we would have about $16.6 million in cap space. Plenty to sign another free agent who's out there. Anyone who gets cut during training camp. Any other veteran free agent who's, a good player who is just unsigned, maybe waiting for, spots to open up, waiting, for OTAs and all that stuff to be done. So, players don't want to practice in those. You hear that scenario all the time. Or, just be honest, injuries happen and maybe we need someone to fill in at some starting spots desperately. And then we have that money to go out and sign somebody to fill those spots at a good rate for the player as well. Or, make a possible trade or signing for former Super Bowl champion Jalen Ramsey. So we'll have at least another 15, 16 million after the rookies are accounted for. So we got some money. We got some money to spend if we so choose, which I think is a good thing for sure, Rams Nation. But again, 2 years, $80 million for Stafford with that $40 million guaranteed for this upcoming 2025 season. And man, Rams Nation, what a good deal. What a good deal for this team for sure. But let me know, Rams Nation, how do you feel about this contract? Adjusted contract, I should say, for Matthew Stafford. Do you feel like it was a fair deal? Should he have gotten more? Should he have maybe taken less? Or do you think this was the right amount? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on YouTube. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on Spotify, Apple Music, the podcast side of things. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on this for sure, Rams Nation, as Matthew Stafford is back on a $40 million one-year deal, but really two. But it's more like a one-year deal based on no guarantees in 2026. But so be it. Let's go win that damn championship, Rams Nation. As whether he's wearing this throwback jersey I have pictured here, which I hope one day we get to see him in that, or we get some fun alternate, or maybe it's an all yellow, like this one pictured here. Oh, we see Stafford for at least another 2 years, but for sure, he's locked up for this upcoming 2025 season. But that'll do it here, Rams Nation, on this off-season update episode. Again, like, subscribe to the channel, share this video, share this podcast with all your fellow Rams and football fans out there. I very much appreciate it. We on this channel very much appreciate it. But never forget, baby, go Rams.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.